What's up, guys? George back again to do another LP update. This one is for September 5th, 2018. I got a bunch of new stuff. Now that summer is over, I figured I'd show all of this stuff in this video. It's going to be kind of a long video because I have quite a bit of additions to the collection. I traveled a little bit this summer going out to Lock Haven, Pennsylvania to do some fishing. However, that was a bust because the lakes up there were pretty low. I mean, pretty high from all the rain they got. So a lot of the waterways were closed for fishing. Plus, it wouldn't have been good fishing anyway. Um, so that was a bust. But I did go to the antique mall that I always go to out there. I went to my pop's house in Delaware a couple times this summer. We hit a lot of the antique shops down there. There's quite a bit. Actually, there's like 3 of them, 2 of which are really, really good that are only open on the weekend, and one that's open every day. But I think except for Tuesday or something. Drove out to Lancaster for I think 1 or 2 days over the summer, but this is everything I got. The first half of this video is going to be all blue stuff that I've added to the collection, and the second half will be all the rock and metal stuff. So if you're not into the blue stuff, you can head over or deeper into the video and check it out. So I'm going to go kind of fast on these because I don't want this video to be like over a half hour. But first up, Albert King, I'm in the phone booth, baby. On Fantasy Records from I think 72. I know 84. That's right. This is a later one. Pretty good record, I thought. I love that cover. So again, adding all this stuff to the collection that I didn't have before. And these were all in amazing condition. BB King, Take It Home. This one's on MCA. I think this one was 1979. He's got a ton of records out, so anytime I see one, I just pick it up if it's cheap, because I know some of his stuff's hit or miss with me, but his early stuff's way better, I think. And then he went more into an R&B blues type thing. But Lightning Hopkins, Lightning Strikes Back on Charlie Records. Pretty killer. This actually came out in 81. But any Lightning Hopkins or Muddy, I pick up, if I don't have it. Memphis Slim, self-titled on Chess. This is a second pressing. I think the first pressing's, at least I think this is a second, but his first record on Chess, I guess, but really killer. I got upgrades of the 2 Hound Dog Taylor studio albums that I needed, and then the live records. So I got Natural Boogie, which I think is his second album. These are all like mint. Genuine house rockin' music. If you never heard Hound Dog Taylor, I would suggest running that, man. If you like the grittier, dirtier blue stuff, he's amazing. He was amazing. And the live album, Beware of the Dog, all on Alligator. This came out in 76. The other ones came out in 74 and 82. So this was like a later thing. His leftover recordings, I guess. So, but I would definitely check out the self-titled record and Natural Boogie. Amazing record. Bo Diddley, Got My Own Bag of Tricks. It's a double album. Import on It's that part of that, I think, the French Chicago Golden Years collection. It's like a best of. Muddy Waters. This is a killer. I love these collections. I think there's like 8 different ones. I have a couple other ones as well. This was an upgrade. I have this, but it was pretty beat up. So again, pretty cheap. So I picked that one up. Again, another best of Chess Blues Masters collections. They did a bunch, I think 8 different double LPs from like Howlin' Wolf and Muddy and Memphis Slim and who was the other stuff? Elmore James, I think they might have done. Next up, Otis Spann, The Blues Never Die on Prestige, and it's awesome because it has James Cotton, James Madison. I guess they couldn't use Muddy Waters because they put in parentheses Dirty Rivers, which I think is hysterical. But it's definitely Muddy, because Muddy was with him before. But pretty killer. I guess this is an original on Fantasy. History of Elmore James, volumes 1 and 2. 2 different import things on Trip Records. Actually, they're not. They're from California. They're U.S. Didn't have much Elmore James stuff, so I went ahead and just grabbed these 2. Figured 2 different collections, 2 LP. Actually, it's 4 LPs. Yeah, 2 each. So, pretty killer. Kind of same back cover, just different color. Big Walter Horton with Carrie Bell. This is on Alligator as well. Got a blues harmonica player. Really killer, though. Has Eddie Taylor, Joe Harper, and Frank Swan filling out the band, but I really like this a lot. This was kind of a blind buy. I never really heard his stuff before, so I picked that up. J.B. Lenoir, Down in Mississippi on Bellefonte. Has Willie Dixon on it. Another killer blind buy for me, really. Didn't have much of... I had a collection, but I think this is later stuff. But pretty awesome. Jimmy Reed, Down in Virginia. So I went from Down in Mississippi to Down in Virginia. This one's on ABC Records, Blues Way. Eddie Taylor plays bass on this, so really cool. And the last one I got, blues-wise, is the Raw Harmonica Blues of Charlie Sales. They just threw this in. It's on Dusty Road Records out in New York. Kind of a blind buy. I haven't listened to this one yet, but pretty awesome. So that's it for the blue. Oh no, there's one more. This is brand new, actually. Howlin' Wolf Rarities from the singles. A's and B's, 51 to 62. These are hand numbered. There's only 500 copies of this. It's a UK import. Mine is number 497 out of 500. It's on clear wax. Basically, it's alternate takes, alternate tracks of some of his early hits. And I thought this was really good. You get Morning at Midnight, which is Moaning at Midnight. California Blues, California Boogie, My Last Affair, My Troubles and Me, Driving This Highway, Sun is Rising, Stealing My Clothes, I Am the Wolf. Streamline Woman, I Love My Baby, Rockin' Daddy, I'll Be Around, Who Will Be Next? Who Will Be the Next? I Have a Little Girl, You Can't Be Beat, I Better Go Now, Just Like I Treat You. So again, 500 copies of this. I think it's out of print already, but These two I picked up in, actually here's a couple more blues things. Lightning Hopkins, Poe Lightning on Art Hooley Records. This came out in 83, I think. But it was recorded in the 60s, so really killer. That one was really good. Art Hooley puts out some amazing stuff, or they did anyway. Then when I was out in Lock Haven, usually go to the antique malls and shit, and the records are either too beat up or too, overpriced. But I found these two, and these were in a pile of records that the guy was selling for like $3 each. A lot of his shit was beat. I got halfway through the pile and found these two records and another one by the same artist. The other one was just kind of beat up a little bit, but these two were like immaculate, and they were imports. The other one was not an import. And that's Rory Gallagher's first album on Polydor. Like I said, these things were in amazing condition. The covers have a little shelf wear on them, but the vinyl was unreal. I mean, it's just like immaculate. They sounded amazing too. I love early Rory Gallagher, especially after he left Taste. I think I like the Rory solo stuff a little better than Taste. But for $3, and it's in amazing condition, I was like, I was with my dad at the time, and even my dad noticed, like, when I found him, he was like standing a couple feet away from me, and I was like, holy shit. And he goes, oh, he must have found something good. And I was like, yeah, I just hope they're in good shape. And then when I opened, when I checked the vinyl, they were amazing. So, and I found Deuce as well from Rory Gallagher. Again, same condition as the other one. Really killer though. I didn't have these at all. I don't even have these on. I might have that first one on CD. I didn't have this one yet. This is another amazing record, I thought. So they were probably my biggest, like, unexpected finds at an antique mall for that cheap. But I was happy to find them. The other one they had was Tattoo, which was a U.S. pressing. It was kind of beat. I already have that one, so cheers. And they had a live record that I already have too, but that one was just okay, and I know mine was a little better. So, all right, now on to the rock and metal portion of the video. About the same amount, maybe a little less than the blues stuff, but it was definitely a blues summer this year with all that stuff I found. I'm really happy I found it. My blues collection over the last 4 or 5 years has gotten out of control, I guess. I have way more blues records now than I do like punk, which is, I grew up on the punk stuff, so maybe about the same at this point, but which is quite a bit. So on to the new metal and rock and some used stuff all mixed together. I don't think I showed this before, but the latest Ace Frehley single for Bronx Boy comes with a Reckless remix, his cover of White Room, and a live version. Maybe, no, a studio version of Cold Gin with Mike McCready. I really like Bronx Boy, and the newest single's out now. Not on physical format, which is Rockin' with the Boys. I'm really liking what I'm hearing coming from Ace. And I don't know if he has outside songwriters at this point, but whoever it is writing with him is doing, kind of bringing that classic Ace vibe back, which I really like a lot. I thought this was great. I think the new album called Spaceman comes out in October, maybe? I can't remember. I think it's October sometime. So I got that. Picked up a new Dwarves record with Nick Oliveri on vocals. It's called Rex Everything. Kind of a new release. I think it's colored black vinyl. I like the Dwarves stuff, so this one was kind of came out of nowhere. I don't know much about it. I haven't researched it much, but I did like it. I think it's all songs that have been previously released before, but all together now one LP. I'm not 100% sure on that one though. This one I thought was fantastic. This is again another one that came out of nowhere. Really, I had no idea what this was. So I decided when I read a little snippet about it, I decided to check it out, and that's the band The Long Shot. It's Billy Joe Armstrong from Green Day's new project. Very power pop oriented kind of stuff. I thought really, really good album. Really, I think this is the best album that Billy Joe's written in quite some time. Even lumping Green Day in there. The last couple Green Day records for me, I didn't care for. But I thought this was fantastic. He ends the album with Goodbye to Romance, which is an Ozzy track, or the Ozzy track. You can go online and find some other covers he did. I guess during this session, or maybe an earlier session. I can't remember the covers, but he did some, I think he did a Cheap Trick one for Southern Girls, maybe. But this is a fantastic record if you can find it. I know it's kind of hard to find now because not a lot of people know about it. And I haven't yet to see it in a record store at all. We carry it at the shop, but they've been out of it for quite some time. But I would definitely check out The Long Shot from Billy Joe Armstrong, his new band. It's really, really a good record. You can sample a lot of the stuff, I'm sure. I think it's only on vinyl and digital download. So, one I never saw this before. I got this at where was I this weekend? The Rock Shop in King of Prussia, and that's The Boys from the '70s. I guess this is their latest record on Soul Food Records from 2014. I didn't know anything about this record. And it was cheap. It was like $9 or $10, something like that. So I decided to pick it up. I'm glad I did. It's got Honest John playing on it, Matt Dangerfield, Casino Steel on keys, Steve Fielding on drums. On bass. Stefan Reynaud on drums. Killer Boys, power, pop, punk kind of stuff. Pretty killer though. Like I said, I had no idea. I have a few of the Boys stuff on vinyl, but I had no idea that was even a thing, this record. I got this at, where was it? On my way to my pops at Rainbow Records in Delaware. This was in their sales section. The only reason I picked this up is because it's on Beer City Records out of Milwaukee. I don't know anything about these guys, but it's Raw Power, Tired, and Furious. I haven't even listened to this yet. This has kind of been in the, on the back burner for a little bit, but it was in the sales section there. I think $10 and under. So, and I found a couple used things that I didn't have. I didn't have this. I don't know that much about this record either. I just know that I love some of the Freeze early stuff, but I picked up Highway. Just kind of add to the collection. I never heard this record before, and it was a budget bin. I think $2 or something like that. But it was a good, it's in decent shape. I guess the only reason it was in there because somebody signed the back of it. I mean, it's nobody in the band, but so I guess whoever owned it before. But pretty good record. Paul Kalsoff on guitar. Always liked the way he played. Picked up an upgrade of Flamin' Groovy, Still Shaking on Buddha. Really cool record. It's kind of a comp. I remember when this came out. It's got like the first side is like comp stuff, like Teenage Head, Walking the Dog, Evil Hearted Ada, Dr. Boogie, Keep a Rockin', or Keep a Knockin'. And then side 2 has like some stuff recorded in January '71. I guess live in the studio type thing. That was really fantastic. I had no idea. I don't think I've ever heard any of that stuff. They do like Louie Louie, That'll Be the Day, Shaking All Over, Around and Round, Rockin' Pneumonia, and the Boogie Woogie Flu. But the one copy I had of this was beat to shit, so it was a nice upgrade to find. I found a copy of the Exploited's Punk's Not Dead. The cover's beat and was pretty well, like, I needed it taped because it was just destroyed. But I was like, there's no way this is going to be in good shape. And I checked it, and it was like, the vinyl was like dead mint. It was the fucking weirdest thing. I can't believe how beat the cover was. And again, it was in the budget bin, for the cover, I guess, because the cover, I mean, as you can see, it's just got, I had to tape it. It was so damaged, but it was only $2, so I picked that up, and it is the original pressing. So I was happy to grab that, because I never had this on vinyl. I have it on CD. Another one I picked up at Rainbow. It's a weird 12-inch single, reissued from in 1983. There's nothing on the cover, but it's the Sex Pistols, Anarchy in the UK. That's the back cover, with No Fun and EMI. And again, it was dead mint. I always like collecting this kind of shit, so it was a no-brainer. It was only $10 for this too, but I don't know. I don't think it had like a poster sleeve on the outside. I think it was always black. I didn't research it at all, but I just added that to the collection. I can't remember if I showed these last time. If I did, I'm sorry, but I don't remember, and I didn't feel like going back and finding the video. But Criminal Kids on Spaghetti Town Records, their first EP. Cool power pop punk. Let's see, they do, I can't remember the cover on here. I think it's Night. Yeah, the band, The Exit, from '79, they do a cover of Night. But really killer. I can't wait to hear full length from these guys, but this is their EP. I don't know. I know it was limited. It's on black vinyl. There might have been a colored red vinyl on this, or white vinyl as well, but definitely check out, you can go on Bandcamp and check out the Criminal Kids, but I thought this was really good. I can't remember if I showed this or not, but Faz Waltz, Double Decker. If you like Slade, you'll absolutely love these guys. Again, this is on Spaghetti Town Records. I think they're an Italian band, 3-piece, but if you, like I said, if you like Slade, you'll absolutely like these. It has that real 70s glam vibe to it. I thought this was fantastic as well. I don't know much about these guys, but I got this from Deadbeat Records a while back, probably in May or something, beginning of the summer. Dead Furies, Rock City A Go-Go. Love this record. I thought this was fantastic. I think this is their second album. I don't know if the first album's on vinyl or not, but really killer. If you like, that power pop punk kind of Ramonesy type shit, you'll absolutely like these guys. I thought this was fantastic. It was kind of a hard pain in the ass to find on vinyl, but finally picked it up. Like I said, I may have showed that one before because I've had that for a little bit now. I picked up Zeke's new album, Hellbender. Fast punk. This one came out on Relapse this year. I think in July. June or July. Black vinyl. Zeke's always been hit or miss with me. I like this record. If I'm in the mood for something aggressive, fast, I pop this on, but I love that cover too. A lot of songs on there. Found a Samson single I didn't have, Red Skies, with Nicky Moore, from 82, 83. Actually, the Red Skies track was written by Bruce Dickinson and Paul Samson. I guess Bruce left to join Maiden at the time, so. But it's from the album Before the Storm, which I loved, with Nicky Moore on vocals. So, and then it's got Living, Loving, Lying and Running Out of Time on the B side, which I'm not sure if they're unreleased tracks or not. I haven't checked, but pretty killer. And that was, again, some mint goodness on that one. And then three new boots. 3 new bootlegs I picked up. First up, a new AC/DC one called Bloody Live Reading, 76. Audience recording. This is number 69 of 175. They do Rock and Roll Singer, Live Wire, She's Got Balls, School Days, The Jack, Baby Please Don't Go, and Rocker. One of the fairly new AC/DC bootlegs, finally. There hasn't been too many this year so far, but I got my eye on another one that's coming out, or that it should be out now, but I haven't pulled the trigger on it yet. So maybe the next update I'll have it, but pretty killer. Like I said, audience recording from that era, which I usually don't buy audience recording vinyl, but that was cool. It was cool enough to, plus it's AC/DC. I usually, anything AC/DC I pick up, obviously you all know that. But next up, Van Halen, Catch a Rising Star, live in Kansas on April 3rd, 1978, on pink vinyl, soundboard, On Fire, Show Your Love, bass solo, Run with the Devil, Tom Punk, Little Dreamer, drum solo, Ain't Talking About Love, Ice Cream Man, Eruption, You Really Got Me, and Summertime Blues. Again, it's on pink vinyl. There's a new slew of Van Halen 70 shows on vinyl now. Kind of hard to find, so when I see, this is the first one I picked up, so when, hopefully I'll be seeing more of these at some point. I got this out in Lancaster, PA, for pretty, reasonable. It was like $19.99 or $24.99, something like that. So I was happy to grab that one. I'm going to go out there again soon, so hoping the guy will have more. And the last one I picked up, another audience one, but I thought this was cool as shit. And that's a new Iron Maiden one called Newcastle Nightmare, 1980. Super early show from November 25th, 1980. Has some Pop at the Top, Top That Pops tracks too, is at the end of it. Double LP. There's only 450 copies, 150 of each color. I can't remember what, I think this one was blue, but I'm not going to open it, but really killer. There's a couple other Maiden ones from this era as well. that I might check out. I mean, I'm a huge fan of the Di'Anno Maiden. Always my favorite lineup. The first two Maiden albums to me are my favorite ones. So just had that punkier kind of metal vibe to it. So anytime I see stuff like this, again, it's an audience recording, but it's decent and kind of rare, a rare old show. So, but anyway, that is it for this update. I tried to keep this around 30 minutes because I knew there was a lot. So I kind of sped through these, but I figured why not. Next up, I'm going to be doing a DVD, Blu-ray update and a CD update. I got some amazing new horror films that are out now that I want to talk about, that I think a lot of people should see if you're into horror stuff. There's a few things coming as well. I'm waiting for in the mail as well to review. So I'll be doing all that. The CD update keeps getting pushed back because I'm waiting for a couple things I'm waiting for in the mail. But anyway, that is it. I hope everybody had a great summer. I'm probably not going to be doing a ton of videos anymore, at least the daily ones for a while. I don't know. I just kind of got burnt out on it, and now it's just, I'd rather just go back to the way I used to do stuff, and every now and then. I do appreciate everybody reaching out and asking me if I'm cool because they haven't seen me for a while on here. Yeah, I'm fine. Still doing the weight loss thing. Struggling a little bit after vacation to get back into it. But I think I'm on the right track now. I think as of the end of 2 weeks ago, I was down 47 pounds, something like that. And I probably gained a couple pounds on vacation. I can't step on the scale yet. I don't want to make myself sick, but anyway, I don't look at it as a diet. It's more of a lifestyle change, the way I eat now, cutting out a lot of sugars and all that shit. So, doing the high protein thing, but I'm thinking about switching to somewhat of a vegan diet. But we'll see. And throw in some meat every now and then. That seems like the easiest way to lose weight right now. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for watching. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys have been listening to or picked up over the last month or so. And definitely keep me updated on any of the bootleg stuff. When you know it's coming out, or if you hear anything, just you can message me easy on YouTube now. So, but that is it. I'll talk to you all real soon. Thanks again for watching. Keep an eye out for the DVD and Blu-ray update and the CD update. And along with other few rant and raving shit coming up real soon. So I'll talk to you real soon. Have a great one. Click that thumbs up button. Share with your friends. And I'll see you. Peace.